because he's exactly where I wanted to back it up and go, but he's parked and letting him out.
Oh. Yeah, you don't realize how important the park service is.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that's it. And then all the locals complain about the time measure. Oh, we used to be able to go in whenever we want. You can go into any part of the park except for this road before 9 or after 2 without the timed entry. And this, if you want to do a hike, you're actually smart to get in before the timed entry because you'll be finished with your hike before everybody else is starting theirs. That's what I love doing. I'll get up at 3:30 in the morning, get ready, eat my breakfast on the way in. I'll go to the Glacier Gorge Trailhead or wherever I'm going to hike from, take a nap until the sun comes up if it's not a peak hike, and then go from there. That's like, we are very blessed to live here.
And if you're on it, you can. Anytime I've gotten it, I do it. You can do it a month before or the night before at 7 o'clock. And if you get on right at 7, and it has to be not 7:01. You gotta do this.
See, you know exactly. See, she's stealing all my talking points here. So it.
Oh, and I usually call my mom. Like if I have visitors and stuff, I'll be like, "All right, I need a backup just in case we all got to get on right at 7."
At 7 o'clock in the recreation.gov app, make sure you have a registered account and a payment card on file. Because I've actually had guests tell me that they were putting in their credit card information and the pass disappeared out of their cart.
Oh no!
So you have to have the payment card on file. It'll refresh at 7 p.m. Make sure you've searched Rocky Mountain National Park and clicked on timed entry or timed entry plus Bear Lake.
Keep refreshing.
Yeah, it'll refresh right at 7 p.m. and then you click on the pass and buy it immediately. That's the only way. Or they release them a month ahead of time. But they do release about 140 passes per 2-hour block. So, but during the summer, 4.2 million visitors. Most of them come through Estes, and most of them is June through November. So those passes get taken
Like if you log
very
on at
quickly.
7:03, they're
Yeah.
gone.
Last year I tried to go. I wanted to do the Cub Lake hike off of Marine Park, and I got on at 7:03, and they were gone up until 2 p.m.
Yep. It's crazy. It's like concert tickets.
Oh, that's why I make sure to do the pre-sale. I've already got tickets for a Red Rocks concert this year.
Oh, nice. Which one?
Weird Al Yankovic
Oh my
with
gosh.
Tunnel's Mini Party.
Goodness.
I've already seen him once at Red Rocks. When I first moved to Denver, he had a show there with the Colorado Symphony. So I got to see Weird Al with the Colorado Symphony.
That's crazy.
That was amazing. I'm in his top. It's full.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the concert, man, it was so amazing. I'm in his top 1% of Spotify listeners every year. I'm a huge Weird Al fan ever since I was a young kid.
You've seen the documentary that he made.
Oh,
right?
Weird is it's one of the best movies ever.
Not a single thing true.
Not a single thing true, and Daniel Radcliffe nailed it.
Oh my gosh.
Now, yeah, I mean, and Weird Al is such a good human too. I mean, he's one of the best, and people, other than Coolio was the only one who got mad, and then he admitted on Hot Ones before he passed that he was wrong, because it gave him a lot of publicity.
Yeah.
And Amish Paradise is still in my top one of his favorite songs. But I mean, I've seen some amazing concerts there. My first one though was Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Warren G, and the Dog Pound.
Oh my gosh. At Red Rocks.
At Red Rocks. It was 4/18, so a couple days off, but and I
The
didn't.
spirit was there.
The spirit was. Oh my gosh, you couldn't even see the cloud was so big. But I mean, I didn't think about it and didn't bring a coat, so I froze. But it was still so worth it. Cypress Hill is coming 10/28. I've really thought about getting tickets for that one.
I went to Josh Groban with my mom, so it was a little bit different.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. You know, I was smart. You got everybody. 'Cause I have the E-Pen, so I was able to sit in my seat. If you smoke anything paper, they make you go down with the cigarette smoker. So I was able to stay in my spot the whole time.
My dad let me and my friend in Arizona go to a Wiz Khalifa concert. We were alone. We were 14 and we had no idea.
No.
We were walking around, and like you said, you couldn't see anything.
Sounds like my brother went to a Grateful Dead concert.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of similar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now, when it was, of course, it was Ice Cube starting out with then Warren. I mean, it was actually Warren Dog Pound, then Warren G, and then by the time it got to Snoop, it was already. Well, He's finished off with Young and Wild and Free, and before he started playing, he's like, everybody just light everything.
That's what they did. They did not need a fog machine. I'll tell you.
No, not a bit. It was so cool. But then I've been to a few metal shows there, you know, Falling in Reverse and Ice Nine Kills. Are you familiar with Ice Nine Kills?
No,
They
I
do
don't.
horror movie metal songs, like based on Friday the 13th and that kind of stuff. And they've actually performed at the Stanley Hotel.
Oh, nice.
The Stanley Hotel has a magician that performs regularly in the speakeasy that was underneath, because they during Prohibition they actually tore everything out of the bar and made it an ice cream parlor, but then had a speakeasy underneath the stage. Yeah, there's so much history in this town. I mean, Joel Estes came to this town in 1855 and on a hunting trip with his son, and fell in love and came back a year later with his 13 kids and had a farmstead around what is now known as Lake Estes. And the town got named Estes Park because a journalist came up and visited and received such great hospitality from the Estes family that when he wrote his article, he called it Estes' Valley. And when they made the town official in 1917, it became Estes Park.
Hey, how do you remember everything, man?
A lot of studying. I love history. Like, history was my favorite subject in school. That's why I love the historic places. That's why New Orleans, I did, you know, all the tours I did. Same thing in Boston. The first thing I stepped foot in Boston, I did the Freedom Trail.
Oh, yeah.
that was
I did
nice.
5 miles walking. Then I paused the tour, went to that pub that Sam Adams and Benjamin Franklin used to go to,
Yep.
had a Sad Adams red brick after following the red brick, you know, Freedom Trail. And then I did a politically incorrect tour of Little Italy in Boston with a guy that reminds you of an even more foul-mouthed version of Joe Pesci. It was amazing. That's where I got introduced to affogato. Anybody know?
Oh, yep.
Affogato is like my
Oh, yeah.
favorite thing in the world now. But like halfway through, after a couple of like a slice of pizza and Italian ravioli, we're standing in front of the building that Whitey Bulger, the Irish
Wow.
mobster, used to operate out of. It was so worth it. Those kind of tours, if you could find a place that does, you know, food tours with a local, that is always a good time. But I just love history. I mean, there's so much to learn. Like, okay, Bear Lake itself is named that because there was a settler here named Mountain Man Jim, actually, whose Bird and Jim, the restaurant, is also named after, because Lady Bird was a dignitary that used to come here, and he was her guide every time, and she fell in love with him, even though she was a rich aristocrat and he was just a mountain man. But before that, he was here. It was back when grizzlies were still in this area, because now we just have black bear. But he was hunting off of Bear Lake, going across the lake, and he had a shotgun in his satchel, and a grizzly was across the lake and ran at him, and before he can get his shotgun out of his bag, the bear attacked him and took out his eye. But then he was able to get a shot off and scared the grizzly away. So when the story got back to town, it became, hey, I wonder if that bear is still at that lake. I wonder if that bear is still at that lake. So it became Bear Lake. I just figured that out this year, actually. So there's so much to still learn. I learned about a woman. I always bungle her name. I'm not going to even try. I just know that there was a woman that was a homesteader here, had property off of what is back off of Lily Lake, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles back. She got her parcel for $48 whatever during the Homestead Act. She was a teacher from Kansas, and she would come back every year, but then people trying to take her land, so she made the move permanent, built a cottage there, and saw that people were coming through her property because it was the old way back from Long's Peak. So she built a tea shop and started selling baked goods and teas, and eventually hired Native Americans to sell their goods and actually named it the Wigwam Tea House, which would not fly today because she was a white woman. And she actually made so much money that she was one of the founders of the Women's League of Estes Park, and they went to the rich men that were running the town, and it was like F.O. Stanley and those people, and so they were like, here's some money, we need to build some roads and stuff like that. They were like, okay, we're men, we're going to keep this money. And then when we're like, give us our money back, and they actually paid for roads to be built and some infrastructure around the town. And then she actually had other businesses in town, and there's places that are still in operation that are in her buildings.
Nice.
And the tea house is still on the property a couple miles back from Lily Lake. So, I mean, there's just so much here.
Have you been to the tea house?
No, I have not. And see, those people are on that lake.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
This is my favorite easily accessible lake in this park. And since you guys, I'm going to give you half an hour here. So if you guys want to walk around the lake, walk across the lake, you do whatever you want.
Okay.
I mean, I had guessed the other day that we're doing snow angels on that lake.
Oh no.
Wow.
This little like river
Wait, so those
spring
are the-
here. There's a bunch of fish all the time in the
Trout,
Really?
yep.
trout, yeah.
Like multiple different species of trout. And during the summer, this is one of the only places with running water bathrooms. This place, the Hidden Valley and the top of the mountain at the Alpine Visitor Center are the only 3 spots in the park that have running water bathrooms. Now, and this place, 3.5 foot deep at its deepest. So during the summer, you'll have moose just walking straight across the lake. It is the best. People will come here in the morning, it's where we take our sunrise tours, and then they'll wait for the moose. They do not have to wait long. I fight for those sunrise tours because they're so amazing.
Are the
I'm just gonna go
bathrooms all
steal that.
closed?
Yeah, see, there's only one.
Yeah, I think the bathroom locked.
Yeah, this person's gonna take it if they don't pass it. So if anything, worst case scenario, what I'll do is I'll actually park in one of those ranger spots and just stay with the Jeep. That way, yeah, there you go, smart person. So yeah, we'll just circle back around and I'll park in the ranger spot and stay with the Jeep, and you guys can go explore for a while. And
Are the bathrooms open?
the ones down here, the pit toilets are.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll take a pit toilet.
Which one is that? This one here?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay.
Looks like we got a spot.
There we go. The hot chocolate did me in. I have to